Thank you everyone for being here today. My name is CJ. I'm from FIT's Communication Design Pathways Department. And here I have with me is my colleague, Professor Christy Shin. And both of us, we're working in a subject area in the department that we call Creative Technology and Design. So we're going to take today's session as a way to introduce some of the curriculum innovation that we have been doing in the past 5-6 years. So just a little bit of background about creative technology and design subject area. So as I mentioned, it's part of the Communication Design Pathways Department. And in our department, we offer 5 different majors. We have Communication Design Foundation, we have Graphic Design BFA, Advertising Design BFA, Visual Presentation and Experience Design BFA, as well as Packaging Design BFA. And Creative Technology and Design subject area, we offer required courses to 6 different majors within the School of Art and Design. We also offer a very popular minor called Creative Technology. And right now, we have a certificate program in UX design. And one more that's coming on the way is the Digital Product Design Certificate program. So today, what we'd like to share with you are 3 main subjects that we'd like to talk about in our process of renewing and creating new curriculum. So the first one is about digital typography, and the second one is going to be about digital product design, and we're also going to introduce some co-curricular activities that we have been doing. So for digital typography, Professor Shin is going to introduce some great projects from her class. You have to stand over for the mic.
Typography reimagined. We believe modern typography should be practiced for the current communication media. The design considerations should be more holistic, including wayfinding, motion, interactivity, usability, design system, and user experience. I would like to start with what we should consider when we design. Design is a living thing. It has purpose and lives with us and helps our everyday life. Therefore, it should reflect our culture and lifestyle. That's why I emphasize design in cultural context. Understanding human behavior, culture, and lifestyle is important, and it should reflect our design. Let's talk about our audience. Who are we teaching? They are digital natives. Most of the communication channels that students interact with are digital. So naturally, we should consider digital media first. Design is a creativity with purpose. Therefore, we should consider a function in design. Typography is still one of the most important tools for communicating and delivering information, regardless if it's a screen-based or print-based design. That is the important function in typography. The media-agnostic approach is critical. We should consider design with a much wider range in media. Not only print, but also motion, interactive, experiential, responsive design, etc. It's time to think about a new paradigm in typography. Typography education needs a paradigm shift. What does it mean? It means integrating digital thinking into design education. In order to enhance digital thinking in design education, Creative Technology and Design at FIT focuses on design innovation and technology. These are new typography classes we offer in our curriculum. Kinetic typography, typography for digital content design, and typography for digital product design, and content-centric app design. I would like to share some of the student projects from these classes. The first one is kinetic typography. The project is data, information, and my message to the world. The goal of this assignment is to create a time-based quantitative infographic that is universally understandable and self-explanatory. Students will define their own research topic based on one of the sociological issues facing their own city, country today. In this piece, typography was embedded into the environment. The student combined the textual information with visuals to create an experiential journey using video footage from his morning commute. Projects are from the class called Typography for Content Design. The first one is Media Agnostic Responsive Design. This project focuses on responsive typography and layout for the modern web design. The emphasis is user experience, UI design, user interface UI design for mainstream devices as well as content development. Students develop a design system that can reflow the content across multiple devices, including mobile phones, tablets, laptops, desktops, etc. In this example, the students created an event website. It's called Modern Ink, a tattoo exhibition for people interested in the latest trends and technologies in the art of tattooing. The event includes meeting with a tattoo enthusiasts and up-and-coming artists, including an opportunity to get linked by them. Features include artists, trends, and recipes. And the target audiences are young tattoo enthusiasts ages from 20 to 30. And this is the quick walkthrough between the different devices. You can see how the content is refloating from desktop to tablet to mobile devices. Students were working on not only the layout, but at the same time they developed the content as well. Okay, the next one is from the same class, Typography for Digital Content Design. The next project is Content Marketing and Digital Product. This project is to define a content marketing strategy and create a digital product for a major brand. Content marketing is an important strategic marketing approach. It provides truly relevant and useful content to a brand's prospects and customers to help them fulfill their needs. This is a content marketing concept for artworks. And here again, we recorded the prototyping walkthrough. Students start with all the research and they define the target audience. They came up with the content and they create the walkthrough prototyping as well. Typography remains as one of the most important subjects in design education. Learning from historical knowledge is invaluable. It is necessary to integrate design thinking with a lifestyle that has been influenced by digital media. I'm going to give a stage back to Professor Ye.
Thank you. And the second grouping of classes that we're going to introduce and share with you today is about digital product design. And I specifically emphasize open-ended and topic-based because just like this is part of our belief. We believe a design course shouldn't create a box and put the student in the box and then start an excellent thing outside the box. We want them to actually have the opportunity to really look into the insights through the research that I have found and then create a solution that's perfect for it. So I just want to quickly, maybe not everybody is familiar with the term digital product, so I just want to quickly go through what digital product is. So digital product is essentially an iterative process that generates new paradigms to fulfill customers' needs with effective solutions. So there are basic innovations that change how we do something. Not always new things. A lot of times it's just change how we approach and do something. For example, I have 3 examples that everybody probably heard of or interact with before. Spotify. Spotify didn't invent the streaming music, but how they utilize their technology and platform allow us to share and actually enjoy and consume music in a different way. So they are a good example of what digital product is. Airbnb. That actually is really not about digital platform. It's about changing how we travel. But they create a platform that's a product that enables us to travel in a new way. And Nike Plus, not only they create a new way of doing something, they create a whole new category called connected sports. So basically, they create a digital product, the physical product you can wear, so you can actually record your exercise progress and share that with your friend and feel like you're connecting or working out together. And my personal favorite is Nike Plus, not because of anything else, because the designer is actually my student. So why is digital product design important? From a very practical perspective, it's a highly in-demand talent in the market today. If you go to Indeed.com, do a single search on digital product design, you'll find 21,000 job posts, as I mentioned, and they need talent in this area. And they're one of the most highly paid design professionals today. So the average salary is $89,000. And I'm not ashamed to tell you, a lot of my students actually have higher salary than me right now. I'm proud of it. So besides the practical things, like job, like salaries, we truly believe, we always talked about what is design. Design is problem solving, right? We always talk about that. And digital product design gives us the process, the possibility of really creating something that changes people's lives. So that's what we believe. We believe a good digital product solves a problem, and a great digital product improves people's lives. So these are the digital product design related classes right now we're offering. The first one is CT302, Digital Product Design 1. CT372, Typography for Digital Product Design. CT400, Digital Product Design 2. CT431, Intro to UX Design. And CT441, Creative Technology Lab. So the first example of work that I would like to share is from this class, which Professor Shin teaches, Typography for Digital Product Design. And this is a team project. And the project itself, the framework is a branded digital product for enhanced wayfinding for public space. And what amazed me the most about this particular project is students have they can do their own research and define their own site. And this team of students picked probably one of the hardest sites ever, is Central Park in New York. It's an open space with so many different people need to access it. So it's a really difficult challenge to tackle, and they tackle it. And the other thing that really impressed me is how they look at digital media, which is these digital natives, they have a complete different perspective and view, and they create a totally immersive experience with their concept.
At 840 acres, Central Park houses some of our most cherished landscapes, but tourists and even New York residents often find it difficult to navigate. We have created a digital integration system to assist in wayfinding, safety, and accessibility. We have installed visitor centers at the most common entry points of Central Park, making restrooms, public lounge areas, and Central Park personnel more accessible. Distance between kiosks is a maximum of half a mile, providing nearby connectivity at all times. Specific kiosks have housing units specially designed to match its location, such as the Alice in Wonderland statue. Innovators leaves, so why should Central Park? Rain. Amazing what it can grow.
So since we're starting, we only have a few minutes left, so I'm going to skip the next project and get to our guided experiential learning, which is a co-curricular initiative that we have been doing for the past year and a half. So these are some key bullet points. So we call it GEL. GEL is a safe space for hands-on design training. So it's a little different from what we're used to, the internship, and it's also different from the classroom. And student participants, they are not getting credits for it, but they're actually getting paid from our sponsor and industry partners. And all the participants, they're supported throughout every single step along the way in the creative process by faculty advisors that's assigned to the project. And it is, we see as a new form of apprenticeship. So it's kind of in between the theoretical academic study and then sometimes a little unforgiving professional world. So this is a traditional paradigm where we have the student on one side and clients on the other. In the GEL model, we allow the faculty to become the missing link and connect the two. So faculty actually have dual responsibilities. On the one side, when it's facing the client, the faculty has to become project manager to make sure the project is delivered with the highest possible professional quality work at the end. At the same time, we have to become a student advocate when we're facing the client, because a lot of the time, the industry people don't quite understand. For example, during the final time, the students' hair is looking like this. They can possibly do one more thing, and you can't just ask them to deliver something at that time. So they have to be sensitive about students' life as well. When we're facing a student, we have a lot of different roles. Number one is teacher. For every single workshop, project, we actually design workshops. We design lectures to make sure they have the new knowledge that they need to be successful in the project. We become their mentors. We guide them through every single step. And at the same time, we kind of become their boss as well. So make sure the project needs to be delivered on time and we hit every single milestones because they are being treated as professionals. And the other role that we have to assume is problem solvers. Every single project has different unique challenges. So we have had the great opportunity to work with a lot of major brands around the world. We have worked with NFL, we work with Infor, and we also are working with Fabrica right now, which is a research center in Italy, and we have worked with Pentagram as well. So today, we're going to show a case study of what we did with the NFL.
The NFL and FIT Visual System Design Challenge is really a very interesting task for our students. What they are being asked to do is to keep the 32 team club logos, but reimagine the graphic treatment that can go with the logo and represent the team's culture and team spirit.
In this project, our students start to learn more about NFL team and their history and the team culture. I always tell my students how important research is and how it becomes the backbone of their creative vision.
Our students actually work very closely, not only just with the faculty advisors, but also with the top industry professionals from the NFL. And together, they come up with these amazing creative design solutions.
So 25 students were selected to participate in this project, and we break them into 6 different teams. And every single student participant are getting a stipend, and the award-winning teams also get scholarship money on top of that. So this is actually the team called Blitz. They won the People's Choice Award. So on top of their stipend, they receive $5,000 scholarship as well. And they have a beautiful concept for their visual system, which was inspired by the unique spiral a football fly through the air. You can see how that kind of design being applied to merchandise like this. And there are actually visual language in there. So through the pattern, you can actually identify which division and which team and utilize their unique team colors. So this is a second place team's concept, which is called Spark. So the idea is to create this irregular pattern that symbolizes that once a week NFL game, it becomes a spark in a fan's life. So you can see how each team has their unique pattern and use the concept of spark to create this unique design, which can be applied to a good variety of different products. This is a grand prize winning team called Quick Snap. And they have this beautiful graphical concept, which you take the logo of the team and abstract it. They analyze the lines and shapes and movements and color and create this abstract pattern, but maintain the original personality of the team logo. And it's not just visual. The student also went through the process of analyzing and understanding the city. For example, New York, right? So the design itself resembles the kind of grid that New York City has. And if you put on the product like this, nice kick, I wear it. And this is how the award-winning team's design being applied to different merchandise. And this grand prize award-winning team got $15,000 scholarship on top of their stipend. So not every student can participate because we have to select the student that has the best chance to make this project great. But we also want all the other students who cannot get a chance to participate to have a chance to understand and learn from the process. So this is actually 200 feet long infographic that detail the creative process of the project and was exhibited at FIT for everybody to learn and see. And that's the award-winning team being interviewed at the award ceremony. And this is quickly the project by number. So the exhibition itself at FIT had more than 2,500 visitors. And the website that we put up, in 1 week, 45,000 visitors. And these are quality, unique visits, which is over 2 minutes long, which is actually really high. I think the average web page visit time is around, 15, 20 seconds? So these are really high quality visits. And yes, the visitors come from 110 countries. I was like, how many countries are there in the world? Trying to figure out, yes. So the product launch was at the Museum of Art and Design, and there will be a new exclusive product line that launched at Target. And we get a lot of press coverage about this from Vogue, from How. So overall, it's a great success. And what touches the most, of course, is how students respond to it. The student participant gets excited, very energetic about what they can do with their talent. Look at that smile. Isn't that why we're all here in education? Thank you very much. Perfect time.